Hello, everybody. Welcome along. The World Cup is finished, but the watch-alongs are now in full flight on the channel, and it is back to Championship action. It is Wigan versus Sheffield United, the last of round 23. It's not the last game before Christmas. There is a catch-up game between West Brom and Coventry, I think, on Wednesday night, but this is an interesting one at both ends of the table, actually. You're looking at Sheffield United in terms of keeping pace with Burnley and that automatic race. And there is, as you can see on the ticker down there, an opportunity for Wigan under Kolo Toure to get themselves up and out of the bottom three, ready for Christmas if they can get themselves a win tonight. As ever, let me know how you see this one going. Get your pre-match predictions in. Make sure you say hello in the chat as well. How do you see this one going? Get your pre-game predictions in. Do you see a Wigan win and out of the bottom three? Do you see a Sheffield United win and they keep pace with Burnley up the top? I'm sure. Let's be quite frank about it. Sheffield United favourites, big sort of gap in the table. And of course, not so long ago, Wigan were down in League One. Sheffield United were up in the Premier League. So two teams who have indeed come from two rather different looking places, let's just say. Right, let's get that chat going. Get involved in there. Ewan, Ben, come on, guys, let's get things moving in the chat, especially with pre-game predictions. And we'll have a look at the teams for this one. Let's bring them up here on FootMob. No, as I say, no more World Cup trying to figure out which club teams all of these guys play for. I think we know what's going on here in the Championship a fair little bit better. Let's have a look at the Wigan side then. In goal is Jamie Jones. We do the fullbacks first. Tendai Darikwa, former Nottingham Forest player down there at right back, knows the Championship well, dropped down to League One, of course. Joe Bennett at left back, long career for him. They're not short of experience there. Look at that. Brighton, Villa, lots of loans out there. Middlesbrough, Bournemouth, Wednesday. Would have got promoted as well with Cardiff under Neil Warnock from this division, indeed. Centre-backs, Curtis Tilt on the left side, we think, and Jack Watmow on the right side of that back four. In front of those guys, Tom Naylor is one of the double pivot. Again, a bit of a lower divisions guru there with, I suppose Burton did have time up in the Championship, but with Pompey for 3 years and 150 games, most recently before his Wigan run. And Max Power is in there next to him. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing play in this one. Apologies if we've got any issues with the internet feed. Yes, playing up yesterday as well. We are trying our best here. Front right is Callum Lang. Decent player there, decent scoring record as well for Wigan. 28 in 85, although as soon as I say that, look at that, only 3 goal contributions this season. James McLean, known to many, long career at the top level as well. McLean down the left-hand side. And probably the danger man there is Will Keane, plays in the number 10 position. Good sort of hybrid striker, can do it all. Big guy, good touch. Does prefer to drop off. And his scoring record for Wigan is something else, actually. 8 this season. But look at that. Nearly 50 goals in just over 100 appearances. And he was one of the top scorers. I think Ross Stewart beat him, the Sunderland striker, last season. But he had a big goal-scoring effort for Wigan in their promotion. Speaking of Sunderland, there's plenty of ex-Sunderland names in here. There is Nathan Broadhead, we think, who's going to be in the number 9 spot, according to FootMob. Get your thoughts in on that. The bench for Wigan: Fletcher, Ashgard, Shinnie, Cousins, Nyambe, Edmonds, Green, Amos, Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing play. Let me know who you think the danger men are. Again, apologies if we're having a bit of a struggle with internet connectivity here. Don't feel the need to mention it in the chat. We'll get it sorted, hopefully. Kev, forgot to thank you yesterday for all the World Cup watch-alongs. You're a legend, Kev. Thank you so much. What a final it was. Tony, evening, up the blades. Annie, welcome. Mark, what a great name. Mark Malikovsky. Wigan Nil, Blades 2, he says. Tom, welcome. Wigan 2, Blades 1. There you go. Great to hear you yesterday, Ben. Brilliant match. Yeah, I was not the star of yesterday. Put it that way. It was a great game to follow along. Tony McBurney back on the bench after his hernia op. Spoiler alert there. Should we have a look at after Tony's comment, should we have a look at the Blades team then? In goal is Wes Fotheringham, who's well and truly first choice there with Blades now. Kieran Clark starts. Now, let me just check his appearances this season. I don't believe he's played that many. Only 5 games, although he did play on the 10th. So he did play in the last game against Huddersfield. It was the gap back to the World Cup, and then he hadn't started prior to that game. Okay, so he's been dotted in and out, but not too many appearances for Kieran Clark, left-sided centre-back there. John Egan, as ever, in the middle. And star signing, really, Anel Ahmedodzic, who's been really good, hasn't he, for Sheffield United. Good going forward as well. Look at that, 4 goals, 2 assists. But, yeah, just a bit of a force of nature at Championship level. He'll surely play a little bit further up the pyramid, you would think. Right wing back, George Bulldog. Left wing back, Ender Stevens. What is this? 2018? Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Speaking of 2018, there's Ollie Norwood having a really good season actually in central midfield. And a pleasing one for Blades fans. Starting there, Sander Berger, who did 25 minutes against Huddersfield. He has not started a game since October the 4th. Bit of a cheat code, Berger at Championship level. Very sort of big physical player, but nice flow to the way he plays. Smooth operator, I would say, Berger. And there's a couple of them in there, maybe 3, Ahmedodzic, Berger, and maybe one of the forwards who are real top difference makers at Championship level. If you're not playing well, they'll go and get you the 3 points, is what I'm saying. John McAtee, James McAtee. John McAtee plays for Luton on loan to Grimsby. Excuse me. James McAtee he's one of the Man City loanees, isn't he? He's started to build up some minutes now for Blades. Yeah, 16 matches, just the 1 goal. So we're looking for a bit more contribution up there. Billy Sharp starting games in 2022. He scored last time out as well, didn't he? Sharp. It's already been mentioned about McBurney not quite ready, and Sharp looks in great trim, doesn't he, at 36 and on the score sheet last time. So what more can you say? And there is really the star striker there. He's just come back from the World Cup. Iliman Ndiaye, who is really on fire this season. 12 goal contributions, you can see there in 22 games. And for my money, one of the better dribblers in the league. Very good threat, picking up that ball and running. I'll get your comments. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing play. Let's just do the bench. There is McBurney return. Look at that bench for Blades. You do make them favourites to win this game, don't you? Look, McBurney, Khadra, Bogle, Lowe, Doyle, Basham, and Davies. Lot of strength there. I know it's 11 against 11 on the pitch, but in a 5-sub game on a wintry night, maybe one of those guys will make the difference if it is tight. Let's go to some of your comments. Make sure, guys, you do hit the like button and subscribe. There's a little Patreon plug down there if you want to interact with me over there. We're going to get into the comments. Come on, United, says Tyler. Noah, afternoon in LA. Oh, very nice, Noah. Up the Blades. A lot of Blades fans in the chat here. Any Wigan representation, come on, you're more than welcome. David, welcome. Happy festivities to everyone. Yeah, indeed. Jack, good to see Championship content back. Are you going to restart the weekly fixture roundups? I'm in an R in, Jack. I had a bit of a rethink about the channel. But whatever the people want, maybe we talk about it at halftime. The way we'll do it. I had made the channel a bit repetitive though, so I'm trying to get out there and do a few different topics now rather than just going preview, review. I think that was getting a bit stale. But if that's what you guys want to see, that's what you guys will get. Liam, welcome. Can't seem to focus at work on a Monday, so here we are watching footy instead. Understandable. Alex, when we played Wigan recently, Tilt struggled with Bradshaw, so we expect Sharpen and Jai to run him ragged. Dave, welcome. We are all good here. Always rate the Bulldog brothers. Come on, Blaze. Come on. We've got to have one Wigan fan in here. One Wigan fan is all I'm asking for. Matthew, welcome. What have we got? Ben, do you think Ipswich can get promoted or will they drop off? I think they'll be all right, but yeah, there's a little drift for everybody incoming, always the way, unless you're ready in 2005, 2006, aren't you? Number 15, centre-back, is very good. I assume that's Ahmed Odzic. Billy Sharp, how old he is, but still knows where the goal is. Yeah, if he's in a front two, Ewan, in a team that's going to have a lot of the ball, going to be upwards in the league, he'll score. You know, really good finisher. Yeah, we like comments like that, don't we? Evening, Stephen, 3-1 Blades. Billy's going to get you, Blades, man. Absolutely. Any live streams planned over the Christmas period? Yes, Alex. I think we're going to do Liverpool Man City in the Carabao on Thursday. We won't do anything on Boxing Day. Might be able to get something on the 27th, but I'm with family on the 28th as well. Up the Clarets, says Jack. Well, there you go. When you get predictions, it's the only exposure that I'll stop it. Come on. We try and represent everybody on the channel. Whatever the big stories are, we go with. We will have some kind of either predictions or review, or I had even been contemplating doing everything in like an hour-long kind of weekly show as well, that type of review, preview show things. Seamus played on grass because we walked this on paper. There you go. It is indeed played on grass. Yeah. On paper, Sheffield United probably got a better first 11, a better bench, more money, etc., etc. But yeah, you never know. It's 11 against 11. Should we just have a little quick look at the league table and see the exact state of play? He says, where do I click? There we go. Full table. That's not helpful at all, is it? Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm in a nightmare here on the other screen. Right, table. There we go. Unfortunately, it's not going to highlight the two teams. But there you can see Sheffield United. So a win for the Blades sticks them up to 44 points at the halfway mark. Not quite 2 points per game, but a very good total nonetheless. A very much a promotion foundation total for which automatic promotion, that is. There, even if they don't win, they'll still be in the automatic spots for the Christmas period. Look at the gaps, though. If the Blades were to win, it would be a 5-point gap on Blackburn. It would be an 8-point gap on Watford. And then looking further down, an 11-point gap on Preston and the people chasing to get in to the playoffs. Let's just have a look at the bottom, and Wigan. Kolo Toure, second game in charge for him, drew the first one at Millwall. Real big chance here. If he can get a win, they will jump all the way up to 19th above Rotherham. There is Arsenal legend Kolo Toure just applauding the Wigan fans on his first game. It's lovely on the first game. All the fans are right royally behind you, aren't they? What is the form of the two teams? That is a very good question. Let's just, I think I can do that on the head-to-head here. Wigan obviously had a big enough drop-off. No, I can't. To see Liam Richardson getting fired. It's a horrible run, very, very recently. Obviously, we're going back before the World Cup here, but look, plenty of defeats in there. Then that win against Blackpool just as we were going to shut down, a draw in the last game. So in short form, they're looking okay. Sheffield United, obviously, much, much different. Minutes silence or applause, I don't know which, beg your pardon, for Tom Flower. So feel free to put your tributes to Tom Flower there, who's obviously recently passed. You can see the recent win there against, and look at that, really good for Blaze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in the last 6. So Sheffield United very, very much in form. Right, let's get ourselves ready to go. The players are just, again, normal apologies. Obviously, we don't observe any minute silences here on a medium where I sit and talk for 2 hours, but feel free to tribute however you see fit in the chat. Let's try and get these last few comments cleared. What have we got here? Thoughts on West Brom? I'll give you detailed thoughts on West Brom. We might have a good detailed look at them. Quality Street, Roses, Heroes, or Celebrations. Celebrations for me. Fancy doing QPR versus Luton? Maybe. I think we'll go day by day over Christmas. Coventry, Borough, West Brom will all push hard this season. You would think so, wouldn't you? What happened to Swansea? They are still in the playoff challenge, aren't they? How close has Dean Smith been sacked as Norwich manager? I've done a whole video on that. You and check that out. Can you show match? Mio Mint Nang? No, it's not legal. I know some people do it. I'm not going to do that though. Blaze won 4 in 5. Rob Edwards still waiting. Isn't Wigan's home form shaky? I think all of their forms shaky. Evening, mind blown over. I don't know what that means. I didn't realise Kevin Betsy is in Kolo's staff. Yeah, fell on his feet there. What is the weather like tonight in the UK? Much, much better than it was. We're quickly going to get there. We're going to one of the worst home forms. Blaze one of the best away. Come on, United. Beat the teams near us. Pick up some back-to-back wins. Blaze, yeah, home form, away form. Score predictions. Get them in there. We are about to kick off here. I'm watching on Sky Sports Football HD. We are off and running up at the DW. I'll give you a timestamp after 1 minute. Usual plea. If you're watching on Now TV or Sky Go or on a smart TV, we'll probably be a bit out of sync. So try and sync yourself up with the usual reminder that the chat will still be in real time. So if you're looking to avoid spoilers, you might want to turn the chat off. But that's the best thing about the whole stream, as we always say. The ball's just with power at the back for Wigan. We'll figure out the time sync as soon as we can in this first minute. Do you know what? I might zoom in a little bit. How do I do this? Webcam settings, advanced. Let's go 1 on Zoom. That's not too... My face isn't too massive there. You'll tell me if it is in the chat. Right, we're going to be at 1 minute. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. The ball's with Bennett at left back. 3, 2, 1. Sync. We're at 1 minute. Sorry, that was a bit of a quick countdown. We can give you a better one later in the game. Well, it's all opened up now. In the 10 position, Keane drives the shot over the bar. First chance really opened up there for Keane. He was still a good 20 yards out when he hits the shot, but encouraging start there. It just turns over and huge gap, in fact. Keane's, he's better than that, isn't he? Poor finish by Will Keane. There, don't forget to hit the like button as well. Try and draw as many people to our stream as possible. Wayne, welcome. We are all good, fella, and I'm sure you're looking forward to your Fulham lads being back soon. Cheers, everybody. I have to be careful with these cups that keep my tea warm. You have to leave them literally about 20 minutes before you can even take one sip. Evening, Nat. Wayne's gone for a 2-1 win to Wigan. Would be a surprise. The ball is back with Jones. The Wigan keeper goes long down the ground. Keep that chat moving, guys. Egan steps out, wins the header. Out it goes, though. Looking to try and find Stevens. Throw in to Wigan, which Derikwa will take down the right-hand side. Ben, new manager bounce. Could be. First-time game for Kolo Toure. I'm not ruling that one out, Ben. Fair point. Bulldog has it for Blades in the right wing-back position. Here is Ahmed Odzic going on his first marauding run of the game. McAtee knocks on. Lovely idea by Billy Sharp there. Tried to flip it over into the area George Bulldog would have been in, but he'd come narrow from right wing-back. And here, as we're technically in relegation, but you're not in relegation, brother, are you? Come on, you'll be fine. Going for a Blades win. There we go. What's in it for me, says Anir. Big clearance by Jones. Bulldog wins the header. McAtee can't quite control it. Keane lands on the ball again. Nice and neat and tidy out to Derikwa, down the line to Callum Lang. Back to Derikwa. Little nice one through the lines for Lang. Again, he powers down the right-hand side. Good run by Lang. Puts a cross in and blocked by Iliman Ndiaye. There we go. Apologies if there's any spam in the chat. That should be the only mention it gets, and I've hit block. Please, can we avoid spoilers? A lot of watching on Ben time. There we go. Crossed in, looking for Keane. Headed clear. Volleyed goalwards. Handball shout there against Sander Berger. I'll reserve judgment and look at a replay of that one. The volley was by Tom Naylor. I'll need to see a replay. Was Berger's arm in an unnatural position? Doesn't look like it from the first replay. Let's have another one, Sky. It's a no from me on the basis of real time and one replay. Get your thoughts in the chat. Bristol City should be fine. 14th to 16th. Preferred Doyle over McAtee in midfield, says Joshua. Wouldn't be so sure, especially when we're being managed by an ostrich. There we go. Could this be one of the season where a team gets automatic promotion with a low number of points? I still think the points total will be quite high for second place, to be honest, and I think it will work itself out. Be interesting to see another replay of that possible handball shout. It looked like Berger slightly turned his back. The arm did look fairly close to the body. Remember, the only thing we're looking for now is you can forget deliberate, not deliberate. Is the arm in an unnatural position? Is it out there or is it there? If it's there, you're okay. If it's out there, you're not. Anything in between, let's not even get involved in. Sky have only shown us one replay. From what I've seen, it didn't look like a handball. I think Jack's in agreement with me. Millwall on tour, do you think we can make the playoffs? Maybe I'll do a video on that, Millwall on tour. I'd like to do one on West Brom's streak and Millwall at the moment. Foul there by James McLean, just jumping into Ahmed Odzic, who holds his face, holds his mouth, in fact. McLean having a good old yell at referee Whitestone. Just a loose arm from McLean. Don't really have any problem with that decision, to be blindly honest. World Cup team of the tournament. Get your shouts in there. I always do one player per team as well. So that will require some thinking. Here come Blades down the left-hand side. Crossed in. Billy Sharp hits the shot. On the volley there, he's moving away from goal. That's a swivel back. Hit it with the left foot. He's capable of scoring from there. Tricky shot to take on, though. Nice quick attack. Nice and direct from Sheffield United. Just plonked into the corner there. Chip back for Sharp, who didn't really catch the volley very nicely. Blades always seem to start slowly after a long break. We shall see if that's the case today. Can recall many strikers working better. Strike partnership. Here's Ndiaye into the box. Ndiaye, lovely dribble. Ndiaye hits the shot. Good save. Comes back to Berger. Good block. Chance there for both Iliman Ndiaye and Sander Berger there. We mentioned already Ndiaye's excellent dribbling quality. We saw it there. He was running the Wigan defence. Mary does. Here he is again. Ndiaye into the box. Comes inside. Going to bounce out and it's going to be a corner. Blades turning the screw here in this one. It was Berger poked it through. Bad touch initially, but look at the acceleration there. Good save. And that's a really good block actually by Derikwa on the cover from right back. You can say Berger should score there, but you have to hit it first time. The goal is gaping, but you can also say good block by Derikwa. Two things can be true. Corner, Sheffield United, Norwood, right-footed. In it comes, headed goalwards into the back of the net. And we said Blades had just started slowly, but they've taken the lead within 8 minutes here. John Egan, Kolo Toure will be disgusted with that defending. Norwood will know about his set plays, but he's popped the corner just into the 6-yard box. There's nothing clever about it. Is there even a blocker? I don't think there is. Egan just is not tracked. Let's have a look. I mean, to be fair to Egan, he makes a looped run around the back. I'm just looking to see if anyone did a block for him. And just heads it into the back of the net. Easy finish for John Egan, and Sheffield United have the lead early in this one. And if you're Wigan in this game, you just wanted to make it so much harder for Sheffield United to score. And it's literally, first attacking phase of any quality, force a corner, free header, Bosch, goal. Egan is the scorer for Sheffield United from Norwood's corner. I believe that is his first goal of the season. And he appears to have played in all 23 games as well for Blade. So first time he's on target. Really disappointing this one for Wigan. Sheffield United will be happy as Larry with that. Let's go to the live league table. I'm sure you know how it's all going to look, because we've only got one game going on. But it looks very good if you're a Sheffield United fan. 5 points clear of Blackburn in third if they don't concede any goals in the remainder of this game. Your thoughts in the comments. Egan. There he is. Finally scores after numerous chances this season. Come on. First spoiler of the night. You've got to pause me then, Mr. E. We've got to react in real time, my friend. Here is Berger. Berger tries to pop the cross in. Blocked and booted down the line. It's back with Ahmedodzic. And won by Norwood. Norwood, McAtee. Excuse me, Clark. My bad. It's all the way back with John Egan. Norwood gets it again. Wigan going to want to get on the ball now. They really don't want Sheffield United having 5-10 minutes pressure now, else this game could get stretched. Morrow and Gregory must be up there in terms of one of the most deadly strike partners of the Championship in recent years. I'm still having a look to see whether there was a block on anyone. It looks just a very straightforward case of good delivery, run to near post, head into the net. There you go. There's a World Cup 11. There we go. I'll close the chat and listen to Ben's great commentary. Well, thank you very, very much. Yeah, we want people to have the freedom to say what they like in the chat. It's always tricky when everyone's feeds are running at slightly different synchronizations. Derek down the line, good ball. Clipped in, looking for McLean. McLean hits that on the volley. Oh, horrible spill by Fotheringham. Oh, hit goalwards. Oh, Fotheringham's got really lucky there. He knows it as well. Poor goalkeeping. Oh, the offside flag maybe has gone up to save his blushes there, but he really spilled McLean's shot there in the worst way as well, because, palm it round the post if you're going to. The flag went up rightly, to be fair, so that did spare his blushes, but you want to be holding on to that one. All different nationalities, including the coach. Look at this from Shaley. That's outstanding. The Championship is back, and so is Ben. Please like for some love. Outstanding. I didn't ask her to write. I didn't write that. I didn't say that. There you go. Tell everyone to give Ben a like for the algorithm. Thank you. Get in, you red and white wizards. And hi to Shaley, who's next door. Any Subway today? If you watched the Subway escapades yesterday, we've eaten dinner. We're all right today. Shaley made a nice cod dish. I don't know what went on there. Both Bennett and Ndai were expecting the ball to go out, and Ndai kind of runs around and pops it out for a Wigan throw in the end. Wigan 0, Sheffield United 1. No Subway today, but yummy cod curry. I think we had that last time, Anir asked. Yes, it is the same dish. How was our goal? Says KAK bag. Really straightforward. Corner, free header, Bosch. I think the relegation in the Premier League going to be interesting. Richard, good evening, sir. Pretty good. Are they making more Curb? I need season 12 in my life. Don't make me watch season 1 again and start from the beginning. Norwood, Bulldog. It's poked out by McLean. It's going to be a throw-in to the Blades, which Bulldog's going to take. Ellington and Roberts. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, Ipswich got Ellington past his prime, didn't they, evening, Rich? My score prediction, I don't think I made one, which is pretty poor. 2-1 for Shaley. Who to, Shaley? You mean Sheffield United because they're already leading, right? 1-2. Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp's one of these guys who does the whole housery, but seems to get away with it. He's always chipping away in strikers' ears and winding up away fans, but has such a good reputation in the game. The People's S-House, Billy Sharp. There you go. A yellow card for both of them. Referee Whitestone has booked both Billy Sharp and Curtis Tilt mouthing off at each other. Wrong way round. There you go. I was going to say I'm scouting for next season, but no, yeah, fair point. Yeah, we could have one up, one down out of these two. Although if Kolo Toure has anything about him, we might be able to get Wigan away from the bottom. Enjoy. Oh, yes. We'll watch some more Addams Family or whatever it's called later on, Shaley, if you're still awake. I think Shaley prefers being at work rather than looking after Enid all day in their holidays. 2-1, Wigan scored first. Quinn and Phillips weren't bad. Oh, and of course, you can check out my interview with the great Kevin Phillips, maybe the greatest championship goal scorer in terms of longevity that there has been. That's on the channel. Sharp and Charlie Austin are on the same housery level. A tad presumptuous. Well, that's the football fans' gift, isn't it? Can always guarantee Sharp to get a card. Wednesday, yes. I'm enjoying that, actually. Callum Lang is one I've always liked for Wigan. Yeah, he looks decent down that right-hand side. Luke. And playing against wing-backs as well should, at some point, if they can turn the ball over nice and quickly, have a run at the left-sided centre-back Clark if Stevens gets forward. Oh, Big Chris and Jamie Curran. Tremendous. Colchester. Absolutely. Stop it, Anna. Bristol City won't get relegated. Come on now. Come on. You'll either stay up with Nige or you'll get really close, sack him, and someone else will have a little surge. Not seeing it, hey? Yeah, League One's tremendous, isn't it? And Jay, little flick on, looking for Berger given away. Keane, McLean, Bennett down the line, looking for McLean. Nice big slide tackle there by Ahmed Odzic, who's a bit of a star, isn't he? All Oxford. You haven't looked up who they're playing next, have you? Key, aka a bag. We're absolutely not All Oxford. There you go. We just hope one Wigan fan's going to turn up in the chat tonight so we can get some kind of balance. Bit of Blades domination in here. Bristol Derby potentially next year in the Championship. Tricky one day for Bristol Rovers. That's so hard in League One for those promoted teams to. It's a real shelve at the top of League One. But doing a fine job. Derikwa, a little one inside. Power, Derikwa. Sheffield United showing a bit of nous here, just sitting in. They're in shape. We're going to having some possession, but it's all in front of United. Oh, nice turn there by McLean, but he's strong and he could play Ahmed Odzic. He's got the right physicality and sort of body profile for the Premier League, hasn't he, Ahmedodzic? Marcus Stewart, your favourite Ipswich? Yes. It's horrible news about Marcus Stewart there. Very, very sad. Wednesday, lose to Barnsley in a playoff. Maybe. Hope we stop it. All crossed in. It's going to break for Njayi on the penalty spot. Njayi, nice feet, pokes it sideways. Oh, big chance there. Who was that arriving into the box? I think it was McAtee. They're well on top here. Sheffield United, aren't they? Norwood tries to poke that through, comes off Lang. DeRicker will be able to stop that going for a corner. Vale Stoke Derby in League One next season. I see Stoke staying up. Remember our trip to Wigan? Will Keane quality for RTFC, of course. Rhys James played central midfield, age 19. Do you know what I remember, Rich, from that trip to Wigan? We had a fan sat behind us, and I genuinely think it's the only time I've been at a match where a fan has contested every, and I mean, look, you get fans that contest a lot of decisions, anything vaguely borderline that go against their team, but every decision that went against this Wigan was incredible. Never heard anything like it. Biggest load of nonsense I've ever heard, to be honest. Here is Berger. Lovely cross there, all the way from over near the corner face, all the way out to Stevens. Stevens drills it in. Lang makes the block. Good play by Lang, wins the foul as well. Lunch with Harry from Bath, hey? Always a school day with Harry from Bath. Blackpool, Rotherham, and probably Wigan relegated. We shall see. Norwich v Ipswich. Oh, God. The biggest downside of promotion, losing to Norwich twice, yeah. Hey, maybe old Pookie will be gone by then. Still salty about Beale. I was surprised for the round table. Nice. Blinkered football fan not having that. There we go. Ipswich coming up. But no comment, Millwall on tour. Absolutely no comment. McLean down the left-hand side forces Ahmedodzic into evasive action. And it is a corner to Wigan. Chance to get Jack Watmow and Curtis Tilt up. Going to get first contact on this one. In comes the set play. Following him spills it again. He's not having a good start to this game. Oh, and they tried to work it back via Tilt. And the foul has been given. Second spill. Tilt is just holding the back of his calf muscle there. Looks like he's tweaked. It looks kind of like on the inside, actually. Looks like he stretched the tendon out there one. Goodness me. Sexfine.info. Get out of our chat, for God's sakes. Dear old me. Huddersfield, Wigan, and a fight between Bristol City. We're just seeing that chance again. Was that DeRicker again that made the block? No, I think it was Tilt that time, wasn't it? But yeah, Sheffield United have had a couple of chances where they could have gone 2-0 up in this game already, haven't they? Similar chances, actually, where the first ball's gone in. Very bad news for Wigan. Both their centre-backs are down with the Wigan doctors at the moment. This is not looking good. You'd like to see, for the sake of the game, both Tilt and Watmow hop up. Looks like Watmow, that looks further up the leg. Maybe the quad or the Achilles. There's Fotheringham looking a little bit shaky again at the back. He hasn't moved, Curtis Tilt. Berger seems to be running things in the midfield. Yeah, good player, isn't he? Good player. See Huddersfield stronger in Feb and just survive. That'll be an escape. I tell you, we have to look at the numbers for that one. Blaze Press looks good so far. We're going to have the Liverpool curse of 1920. What's that? Oh, all the centre halves. Going to eat chocolate till I'm ill from it. Sounds like a good plan. Wigan 0, Sheffield United 1. Kolo Toure has just held up 3 fingers to Jack Watmow. I don't know if they're going to change shape and match up with the Blades 3-5-2 shape here. We'll have a look when we get the wide shot of the Wigan back 4, or what we might think might be a back 3 in a minute. I think Watmow and Tilt are both okay to continue. Kevin Betsy and Kolo Toure just having words there. Norwood up the line. Oh, nice feet there. Stevens up ahead of McAtee. Stevens tries to turn inside of Watmow. There you go. Looks okay. Moving all right, I think. Derikwa inside to Naylor. Naylor's clearance is charged down immediately. Oh, nice ball outside of the foot. Billy Sharp in the box. Billy Sharp clips it in. It's a good cross, actually, by Sharp. It's won back by McAtee. Baldock's got it out on the right wing. Berger looked borderline offside then, but he wasn't. Well, the flag didn't go up, rather. Berger's got it on the right wing. Berger gives it away. Oh, horrible clearance there. Norwood, little flick to the back post. Sheffield United got loads of men forward in this phase here. Wigan need to just get up the pitch a little bit here, don't they? Egan clips that one over the top. Ahmed Odzic and Njayi chasing in, I assume. If one of them had made an attempt to play the ball there, the offside flag would have come up. If we sell Harry in January, we are down. No extra number 1 in goal. Harry? Who are we talking about here? I'm confused. Oh, into the box now comes McAtee. Drives the shot to the near post. Hits the side netting. If Wigan equalise in this game, Sheffield United are going to be really disappointed because they've had loads of moments now to go 2-0 up. Sharp. Oh, it's brilliant from Sharp, isn't it? I didn't see that. Hold up, back heel. Do you know what? His first touch is good. His second touch is horrible, McAtee. Look at that from Sharp. Hold, back heel, brilliant. Touch, second touch, really poor. That was the touch that was going to set him for the shot. And he sticks it in to the side netting. Corner. In it comes deep. Oh, Egan wins it again. Oh, Sharp was about to strike. Someone's lost his shirt there. Is he allowed to play on without the shirt? Goodness me, we've got counter-attack now for Wigan as well. They are 2-on-2 if they play this right, although Lang's been driven wide by Ender Stevens. Lang still carries it. Lang knocks it into the box. Who's holding his shirt in his hands? Is it Kieran Clark? Quality. Have we seen President Infantino yet? No. Good on him. Lovely header back by Egan, who's causing... Egan's doing the Harry Maguire trick, winning the headers from all the set plays here. It wasn't bad crossed out, actually, by Lang to the near post. Yeah, what do we got here? Come on, Blades. And my Warriors of Blade is January. Well, the thing is, if you're in the top 2... you can persuade the players, look, just go to the end of the season and see where we are at. Harry Suter. Oh, okay. Yeah, there might be some bids coming in there. Suter is sold. Stoke is down. $27 gone. Wigan 0. Sheffield United 1. Sheffield United could be 2-3 up in this one, couldn't they? Let me just bring the numbers up, see if that illustrates my point. Massively high on the XG, to be honest, but my eye test says, look at that, only 40% possession, but 5 shots to 3, 0.7 on the XG to 0.15. But I can tell you from my eye test, those couple of blocks from Derikwa and Tilt, if they don't make either of those, easy second goal there, and that header from a corner. So a few nearly moments there, and here comes Njayi, which is not good news for Wigan. Sharp out on the right wing, and Njayi continues his run. Sharp floats it to the back stick. Not a good ball. Derikwa heads away. Stevens knocks that one back. Oh. Will Keane has fouled his McAtee, goes down dramatically. Oh, excuse me, Clark. Oh, to be fair, no, I was wrong about that one. It was a foul, wasn't it? Needed to see the replay. Free kick to Sheffield United. Remember, their goal came from a set play, and John Egan has won first contact on the last couple of these, hasn't he, including the goal. Tilt's in there trying to mark Sharp. In comes the delivery. There is Billy Sharp. Oh, if that is onside, that's a big chance again. Keeper comes. He's not anywhere near it. No offside flag go up there? Yeah, he's offside, isn't he? Surely. They held their line. Sharp should have put that into the net, shouldn't he? But he was offside. I don't know whether the flag went out. We haven't seen a shot of the linesman yet. But Jack Watmow is down again. If you remember, well, he's not down. He's just crouched over. If you remember, he stopped and had some treatment a few minutes ago. And it looks like Wigan, unfortunately, going to have to make a sub and take out Watmow. Edmonds Green is going to come on. Just getting his instructions from the bench. Is that referee Langford there, the fourth official? Always a favourite on the channel. Sharp never good on the wing. No. Not like Alan Shearer. They always used to say about Shearer, not only was he the best finisher in the club, but he was actually the best crosser as well. But he was always in the box. Don't want him putting the crosses in, do you? Should have enough with Gregory Smith, Windass and Wilkes. Just not clicking up front. No. Dykes is off to Scotland in January, so my team need a striker or two. Bannon's first... actually, I know a thing or two about this. Bannon missed the game against Peterborough earlier in the season. It's his second missed game of the season. But we're playing the Emi Buendia Norwich game for Barry Bannon and Sheffield Wednesday. So far, he's missed 2. They haven't scored a goal, and they've got 1 point out of those 2 games. But do you remember the stats when Norwich didn't have Buendia? Their points per game, divided by about 5, didn't it? It was incredible. And he very rarely missed a game, same as Bannon as well. So on comes Romani Edmonds Green. A change Kolo Toure won't really have wanted to make. One of his experienced centre-halves having to step out. Edmonds Green, 23 years old, on loan from Huddersfield. Interesting one when one club is below another club in the division and loaning them a player, but maybe Huddersfield didn't expect to be where they were. Hoofed up in the air by Edmonds Green. Inauspicious first touch, but there'd already been a foul. Which one of Billy Sharp and Curtis Tilt are more likely to get themselves... Well, I think we all know the answer to that. Red carded. But both Sharp... Keep your eye on that. Both Sharp and Tilt are on a yellow card. And you know the fat lad from Sheffield will be winding him up all game now. Wouldn't he? Stoke looked a bit lucky against Robbins from the highlights. They're both so streaky. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it was Ndiaye and Till. I don't know why Sharp was getting involved then. Up the baggies, says Andrew. The ball is through with Jones in goal for the Latics of Wigan. Out it goes to Bennett. Feels like they haven't had many entries into the final third at all, have they? Wigan. Looks like a shove in the back there from Broadhead. That might be the first time we've mentioned Broadhead, and we're at minute 32, and he's their central striker. So I think you can tell how this game is going in respects of Sheffield United really being well on top here. I suppose Blades fans will consider it obviously, look, win's a win, lead's a lead, but should really be going in 2 up at half time in this one, shouldn't they? Amadodzic, poor ball by him. Till, poor ball by him, or hospital ball by him, gets a bit lucky. That Lang is quick, makes something of it, and there's one in the channel for Broadhead to chase. Just shepherded back there fairly by John Egan, and Wes Fotheringham sweeps that up. Hit the like button, everyone. Yeah, please do hit the like button. We're watching in good numbers today. Really pleased to see all of you here. Keep the chat going. Hopefully we'll have at least one Wigan fan turn up during the stream at some point for some kind of balance, but we are down the middle here. Up the blades, says Liam. Yeah, it's a bit representative of the chat here. Never feel comfortable well only on a goal lead. Yep, you're a football fan, Kent. I think we all feel the same about that, don't we? All it takes is a ball in the box, a mistake, a lucky bounce, a deflection, and there goes your lead. So I know what you mean. Berger, McAtee, Stevens, Berger. Just knocks it into the centre circle. I'm going to reset. Amadodzic. A little knock around the corner. Sharp, lovely chest off there. Amadodzic just gets closed down. Now, can they get counter-attack on here? Lang is going to try and run Clark, which is what we suggested would be what he'd be wanting to do in this game. Clark's driven him wide, and they've doubled up now with Norwood. Good cover from the central midfielder. Switch of play out to Bennett. McLean. It's pretty good from Wigan. Is there any end product? Nice cross from McLean, actually, into 6-yard box. Good clearance by John Egan. And I would say that's Wigan's best 30 seconds of the game, I think. Up the Latics. There we go. Annie's going to pretend to be a Wigan fan. Who are Wigan? Dearie me. Such flagrant disrespect, Joshua. Been to most games this season. I think I'm on about free conversation here. That's a Stoke comment, isn't it? I think we could do with a striker in January and keep hold of Berger. What's wrong with Njai McBurney, Terry? First world problems here. Does Berger look 100%, do you think? Yeah, he's got that language style about him, though, hasn't he? I know what you mean. Anyone want to give me a meal in the chat? There you go. United's got a habit of winning by only goal. Only one goal lately doesn't make 100%. Confidence. There we go. Here is Darikwa. Advanced position. Sheffield United got good defensive shape, though. Generally had a really good defensive record since Paul Heckingbottom replaced Slavica Jokanovic in, someone will fact check me, late November last year. I think Heck has been in there over a year. Naylor. Broadhead, who's had to come out to the left wing. McLean is onside, by my eyes. McLean into the box. McLean cut back, blocked by Norwood. McLean puts it across the box. I don't know what he was trying. Looked dangerous, though. All came from Broadhead, actually, coming off position. Good run by McLean. Times that really well. Just didn't have the composure there. Yeah, he just snatched at that, didn't he? Put it probably in the one area in the 18-yard box there where there wasn't a Wigan player to attack it. Callum. Still haven't got over Saturday. Oh, you got another game Wednesday, haven't you? Thick and fast, they come. Nothing wrong with them. Good idea as a backup. Yeah, we'll see. January will certainly be busy. And teams like Sheffield United with the, with the year 2 parachute payment and in the top 2 should be able to attract even some good loan players as well. Darikwa clips that one down the line. Not a good ball. John Egan, though, didn't fancy that on his left foot, did he? Just belts it into the crowd. 37-22 on the clock. Wigan 0, Sheffield United 1. Wigan have probably had the best 5 minutes in the game, haven't they, last 5? Sheffield United, though, still, if they were 2-0 up, you wouldn't be surprised on the balance of what's happened thus far. They only lead by 1. John Egan with a header from Ollie Norwood's corner. Brilliant from Njai. What a gifable moment there. Dragged back and accelerates between 2. Lovely bit of skill Here they come down the left-hand side. McAtee, Sharp in the box, Berger in the box. McAtee engages Edmonds Green, beats him, crosses it in low. Berger completely shanks the finish. Oh, goodness me. The attack's still alive, though. Chip to the back stick looking for Sharp. Headed down, and Jai, Bulldog, Sharp. They are wasting a lot of chances here, Sheffield United, aren't they? Bulldog, Sharp tries to give and go. Keane back. Knocks it to McLean. Terrible ball by Keane. Oh, I need to see a replay of that. It was excellent from McAtee. Brilliant bit of skill from Ndiaye in the first instance. We're going to see that. Whoop, see you later. Through the legs as well. Just completely mugged off two Wigan players. But how bad was this miss by Berger? Really bad. He's 8 yards out. He's just got to stroke it into the net there. And for a player of his quality, he absolutely should score, shouldn't he? Norwood tries to give and go there. Wigan camped on the edge of their box here. Lang tries to bring it away now. Chased by McAtee. Good play by Lang. Broadhead. Oh, Keane was in if he got that last ball through. Oh, Egan has just clattered Power. I think he might get a yellow card for that. Yeah, with referee Whitestone on that. Yellow card comes out for John Egan. Just a bit late there on Max Power. Yeah, bang to rights, isn't he, on that one? Mark, think it's a busy transfer in January. Isn't it always? Aren't I always chasing my tail until 11 p.m. on whatever it will be, February the 1st or whatever? What position do you think Sheffield United could look to strengthen? I mean, it's almost one of those where they'd be looking for players for next season, isn't it? The first 11's good. Can they get a bona fide first team player in, or just maybe a loanee just for the last 5 months to come and help out, get over the line would be the sales pitch, wouldn't it? Yeah, give us Panzo. Actually, Callum, I've got to write about Panzo in my column for Tribal Football tomorrow. Free kick comes in, it's broken. Tilt. I think he's Dennis Bergkamp. What's he doing? Ball bounces up and he tries to flip it back with the right foot and volley it with the left foot. He does, to be fair to him, win a corner for his team. Decent delivery again by James McLean. He's got good quality with that left foot, isn't he? Tilt. Maybe ideas above his station slightly there, but hey, if he'd have smashed it in the top corner, I'd eat my words, wouldn't I? Referee Whitestone is just having a little stop of some handsy players in the box. Corner comes in. Fotheringham, a clean catch. First one, he'd be pleased he's gathered that one. First one of the half, I think. Fotheringham is trying to get Ndiaye, away early with the goal kick, but easy one for Bennett. Derrickwood, don't lose that there, matey. Oh, what is Derrickwood doing? Oh, so silly. It's going to be a goal kick, but Derrickwood is looking accusingly at Jones, the keeper, but he's that's misplaced anger, let's just say. He had plenty of time to deal with that, Derrickwood. Easy ball on to Bennett, or just turn and get rid, or go back to the keeper, although Ndiaye was maybe keen to cut that out, but not clever. Max Power, it's the name you like to touch, but you mustn't touch. Okay. These are the type of games Blades need to be winning. Absolutely. More bothered about keeping the squad we have. Absolutely. How would you react if you had the same squad after the January window? I think everyone wants a little tickle, don't we? Am I battling the other? But I'm not battling. I'm good friends with Ben HD. People invent these Twitter battles that don't exist. Here is Keane on halfway. How are the Blades not 3 or 4-0 up? Should we try and reverse that, Scott? Tell me what you do think rather than what you don't think. But yeah, well, if you want me to answer the question, I think you know the answer to the question because I haven't taken the chances. Poor finishing on a couple of good blocks for the first two, but Berger's got to score that right footer there, hasn't he? Into the channel for Broadhead, who's on side. Broadhead knocks that one back. McLean, another good cross by him. Hoiked away. Good, because I like you both. There you go. What do they say? If the tide rises, all ships float higher, is what I say about my fellow YouTubers. Especially good old Ben, who I did plenty of work with when I was working for Planet Sport. What position do you think Millwall need to strengthen in January? Here, and it could be Sam Surridge and Cameron Archer. God, if you get either of those, you're laughing. Although I think there might be a big queue for Cameron Archer if he is available. He'll improve any Championship squad, really, as either a bench option or a first team. A good player. Archer. Wigan having a decent 10 minutes here. Yeah, agreed, actually. I love Archer. The problem with that is if you're Aston Villa, you almost want Archer to go somewhere like Preston again, where he's going to play a load of games and score a load of goals rather than sit on the bench at Sheffield United. So be interesting to see what they do there. In comes the corner. Edmonds Green hurls himself at it. Kolo Toure thinks it was a foul. I didn't think so. I'd need to see a replay. I mean, they're both holding each other there. It's like one of those where, who do you give the foul against? Literal wrestling match. And sometimes we know the foul's given against whoever the referee happens to see holding at the time, but both as bad as each other. So I say no decision there, to be honest. Ben HD says, lovely lad, Ben HD. Good energy about him. Hopefully this takeover gets done for commentary. Yeah. They take a while, then big takeover deals, though, don't they? Take Archie with the Critchley connection. He was only there for 5 minutes, Dave, wasn't he? Oh, nice cross in, looking for Broadhead. Good clearance there. Wigan are ending the first half well, actually, aren't they? It was Lang down the right-hand side. Bit of pace, bit of energy, some direct balls into the channel, some crosses, and they're making some chances here. They're certainly making the Sheffield United back three defend to end this half, aren't they, for sure? In comes the corner for Wigan. Edmonds Green at the back stick again. Decent enough header back. It's going to fall for Bennett. It's a terrible shot. He smashes it into the Sheffield United fans. Behind the goal, +6. Well, not necessarily full World Cup, because you remember the double injury stoppage when both Tilt and Watmow went down. As we come up to half-time. So, 6 minutes of stoppage time. We have played 1 minute and 23 seconds of it. I should probably sit more in shot when I watch this. There we go. Does that put me more in the middle? Or does this make my nose look even bigger from the angle? Oh, such vanity. Keane flicks on, headed away. Clark. Sharp goes 50-50 with Derikwa, comes off second best. Berger can't win it in the air. Real messy stuff. Come on, someone get the foot on the ball. Hoyt dab into the sky again. This is dreadful, this little phase. Right, thank God we've got a free kick now. Horrible phase of play that. It was about 18 fouls, 15 long balls, and no passes completed then. $800 grand FIFA bonus. Very nice. Derikwa. Back it goes. Power into Naylor. Edmonds Green. Nice territory this from Wigan. They've got everyone forward. Tilt. Big slide in there. No foul given. It's broken to Berger. Obviously, Tilt is up the pitch out of position. Now, referee gave the advantage. He's pulled it back. He's now going to have a word with Curtis Tilt, who is on a yellow card, remember. This will probably be a last warning for the Wigan centre-half. John Egan is pointing out that he booked, well, John Egan. So John Egan's going to be saying, well, you booked me for that foul over by the wing. Tilt does his case probably some good by apologising to McAtee. Referee Whitestone is presumably giving the "this is your last warning, fella" spiel. Let's have a look at this tackle in slow-mo. Just overruns it. I'll trot out a cliche here. If Tilt hadn't already been booked, he would have got booked for that, wouldn't he? So I think maybe Tilt's got away with that one a bit, hasn't he? You wouldn't have been surprised if he got a second yellow there and got red carded. He's got referee Whitestone to thank for, I mean, it's subjective, isn't it? But he's just a little bit lenient, I think. I'm going to miss the 10-minute stoppage time. Yes. Well, we've got 6 so far. Here's Jay. Such a good dribbler. Norwood's going to shoot straight down the throat of Jones, who boots the goal kick out quickly. Can Broadhead get to it? No, because Ahmedodzic is there first. And back home. It goes to Jones again. Decent press by Njai. Tilt boots that one clear. I suspect Kolo Toure is going to have a word with Curtis Tilt at halftime and say, look, calm down. I could do without 10 against 11 in the second half of this one. Naylor knocks it back in. We have played 50 minutes and 15 seconds of the 6 minutes, so of the 51 minutes we're due in the first half minimum with the 6 minutes minimum stoppage time. That one's broken to Lang, who's looked dangerous actually, hasn't he? Crossed in by Bennett. Surely a shove in the back there by McLean on the back stick. Oh, he knows it. He's having a yell at the ref for game at clear, pushing the back from my vantage point here. Referee Whitestone agrees. Tilt, why have you done that, Scott? Now I'm going to sing Aerosmith all night, aren't I? There's something wrong with the world today. Don't know what it is. Something wrong with your eyes. That's a great song, that is, isn't it? And living on the edge. What a tune. That's not my fault. He put that on the screen. Right, this should be the last kick of the half. Fotheringham boots it down the ground. There we go. It is half time. Kevin Betsy and Kolo Toure deep in conversation. And their conversation is probably going something like, we could have been out of this game and we didn't end the first half too badly. Curtis Tilt could have got a red card or a second yellow card. But it's 1-0 to Sheffield United. And really, it could be 2-3-0 to Sheffield United, couldn't it? I think before they took the lead, there was that block shot from the edge of the box. Then United took the lead on. Sorry, let me give you the right minute for the goal. Just 8 minutes. We then had another similarly blocked shot from Sander Berger. We had that set play that got headed back across and Sharp was nearly on it on the back stick. And then the biggest second or chance for a second goal. Sander Berger, real bad miss. Squared up to him. He's literally 8 yards from goal. He's coming across his body, just takes his eye off it or what have you and completely mishits his shot. So lots of chances for Sheffield United to go 2-0 up. But Wigan weren't bad, were they? In fact, it was weird because I thought they would get worse after they had to sub Jack Watmow off. They actually improved a little bit, didn't they, in terms of their attacking play? And what seemed to work for Wigan was, just get that ball down the sides. nice and direct, nice and quick. Get it up to Lang and McLean. Get some crosses in. Wilkie not that massively involved for Danger Man, but a couple of openings in terms of not necessarily big chances, but moments for Wigan where it could have gone 1-1. And if you were a Sheffield United fan, you'd be like, how are we not winning in that respect, having not taken the chance to make it 2-0? Get your questions in for half time. I'll take a little break. We'll just have a look at the numbers. Sheffield United, the way they're set up, they're happy without the ball, aren't they? 41% possession, 59%. I think we've all watched the first half, haven't we? We can get the pass completion stats up. I suspect number 1 and number 2 will probably be the Wigan centre-backs and the keeper. Number 3 and number 4 will be the full-backs. A lot of that 59% possession will be amongst the back four there for Wigan, which Sheffield United will be perfectly happy with. XG 0.3 to 0.89. 8 shots to 6. And yeah, my eye test, it's one of those where my eye test has a bigger gap between the two teams than the stats do there, to be honest. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Never rely completely on your eye test, never rely completely on the stats. Always let one kind of inform the other. Right, guys, I am going to just take a 2-3 minute comfort break. Fill that chat up with questions. And of course, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Maybe go make yourself a cup of tea or crack open a beer as it's Christmas or whatever's going on. But get some questions in and we will surely return very, very soon. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's half time. Wigan 0, Sheffield United 1. Do some Q&A during the remainder of the half. I'm disappointed to report the fridge was kind of empty. Look at the state of that. The world's smallest can of lemonade. I bought a load of these for Shaylee to have with her gin. That's all that was in there that I fancied, really. So cheers, everyone, to the most miniature can of lemonade in the world. See if it hypes me up for the second half. Right, let's get into your comments. Let's dive in here. Where am I looking? Right. Evening. Did you hear Nigel Pearson's latest outburst? No. Well, I've heard about it, but I haven't looked too much into it. But the problem, have you ever heard The Boy Who Cried Wolf? There's been so many Nigel Pearson outbursts now. You kind of get a bit numb to them in the end, don't you? Blades getting ball locking. Does that mean I haven't sworn? Ball locking. Good work at halftime. Bollocking. There we go. We just swear anyway. We're going to have some good faces on the break. Aren't creating any clear-cut chances. Totally agree. Lang being good. Thinks McLean's crossing has been wayward. I agree with all of that, but I think a little bit harsh maybe on McLean's crossing. I think there's been a couple of decent ones go in there, but yeah, fair points there, Jack. Hecky will say, carry on how we're playing and the chances will come. Chances have already been coming, Scott, haven't they? He's got blooming take them, Sheffield United. And there is a 3-pointer here. Johnny, I hate Sheffield United. Remember me, Ben, the Burnley fan? You hate Sheffield United? How can you hate Sheffield United, Johnny? There you go. Right. You're right, Scott. Need to keep the pressure on. Order a Subway. Not doing it. Sam, legend. I met Sam. If you see me at a football match, do what Sam did. He came up and said hello. We had a great chat, actually. Great vid on Dean Smith's. A lot to say. Have you commented on it, Sam? I'll read your comment if you have done. And if you're interested in that Norwich City situation at the moment, did a video. Lots of Norwich fans have got in touch and commented on it. They're all pretty much in agreement with each other, I have to say. So read into that what you will. Now, that's a great question, David, because we had a chat last night, Shaylee and I, about Christmas shopping. And we said, right, what are you doing YouTube-wise today? So, well, I can do the watch-along in the evening. And we struck a deal. If I do the watch-along in the evening, it was Christmas shopping in Milton Keynes this morning, which went pretty well, I have to say, until Enid completely went lunatic in Primark. And it's me trying to stop Enid crying in Primark. And then you know what the queues are like in Primark as well. Shaylee's trying to pay and I'm like singing to Enid and trying to calm her down. But yeah, Christmas shopping with a toddler. But pretty successful, I have to say. Not finished, but pretty successful. What else have we got here? Time up for Nigel Pearson at Bristol City. I thought he's been on the edge, Liam, for about 18 months, to be honest, but always seemed fairly steady there. He either doesn't care whether he loses his job or he's kind of feels safe there. So puts him in an interesting position, doesn't he? What do we got here? Prediction for the match on Wednesday. Where is it, Hamza? Is it at Coventry? I mean, West Brom are on a streak, aren't they? But Coventry away is a difficult game, isn't it? Should have beaten Swansea at the weekend, shouldn't they? Do you remember me? I think so, Johnny. Pass. Matt, getting nervous when we're going to take, but they look so poor at the back there. They are there for the taking, but take them you have to first. Aside from Dean Smith, which championship manages under the most pressure? That's a great question, Jack. Have a look at the table. I would say Paul Ince has done really well. He's almost now a victim of his own success because Reading are not in good form and they're dropping. So there'll be a bit of pressure on him, but he's done way better than I expected. Rob Edwards is under a lot of pressure at Luton straight away because Nathan Jones was so good. But Luton are obviously very patient. Alex Neil, Stoke, they're always under pressure there, aren't they? Mark Hudson, Cardiff, and then, of course, as you get into the bottom six, everybody's under pressure, aren't they? We'll be commenting later. It's got to go for me. Your view is great style of play is the reason I put. Yeah, please do. Some good debate on there. What else have we got here? I'm going to say 1-2 to us, Blades. Come on, you Blades. Shopping in my area. It's my area, Liam. I'm only 20 minutes away. Big mall in Milton Keynes. We got there earlier, though, didn't we? Thoughts on Ben Doak? Pass. I'd need to do some reading there. Clarkings. I'm at Stadium in Wigan, Stan, because I'm a Wigan fan. Well, that's great to hear from you. Who's missing out on League One automatics? As a Wednesday fan and a U fan, I hope it's Plymouth. Well, the problem is that Plymouth would be a better news story than either Ipswich or Sheffield Wednesday going up, wouldn't it? Because obviously they've been in the Championship more recently. But I don't know. It's going to be tight, isn't it? You'd make Plymouth the underdogs, wouldn't you? If it was Ipswich or Sheffield Wednesday that missed, if it is a 3-horse race and Barnsley or Bolton don't get into it. So, yeah, I very, very much like Plymouth and what they've done. But you'd think, financially and I don't want to get into size-wise and all of that stuff, but squad-wise, you'd think Plymouth have got a trickier task than Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday. But there you go. Feels safe than the border. An absolute disgrace. Outrage. What else have we got here? The Sheffield United game at home against Coventry. I don't know what we're talking about. Probably on about 8 different conversations here. Which Championship player is most likely to be bought by a Premier League team in January? Ben Brereton, Diaz, although he might just run his contract down now, mightn't he? I don't know. Will Newcastle come back for João Pedro? That'll cost them a pretty penny, won't it? Will someone gamble on Todd Cantwell? He seems totally out of favour. Might be a cheapo one there. I don't know. Someone coming big for Ilias Chair or Chris Willock. Joe Bellingham. Someone might just gamble on his DNA. Those are the ones that are kind of coming to mind straight away. Looks like we got another sub at half time. God, that must be an injury then. Tom Naylor's out. Jordan Cousins is in central midfield. Haven't had much luck down the middle there, have they? Right. We'll do a couple more quickly because we're about to kick off. Typical Blades performance, but failed to kill teams off. I'm scared. Love being a Blade. There you go. Great that I can watch this match. Look at Sheffield United rather than... Yeah, right. Absolutely. That's moved quickly. Right, guys. Thanks for all your comments. We are now back in on the second half. I'm on Sky Sports Football HD. Remember, if you're on Now TV, if you're on Sky Go or a smart TV, you might be slightly out of sync with me, but do remember the chat will still be in real time. I'll give you a timestamp. Even if you pause me, if you're looking to avoid spoilers, those comments will still keep coming. We'll go through the teams in just a sec. We'll do the timestamp first as we come up to 46 minutes. So I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Sync. That's 46 minutes there. Right. I think Sarr might leave Watford. Fair point, Tom, but we thought that each about the last 17 transfer windows, haven't we, that Sarr's going to be going away from Watford. He's still there. I suppose he has just played in the World Cup as well, hasn't he? Don't know how long the contract is. I was going to do the teams, but on the edge of the box now, Billy Sharp's got it. Tries to draw a foul from Tilt. They're having fun and games again. Cousins pokes it away, his first mention. Right, let's do teams then. Yeah, the ball's going to roll through to Jones. Okay, so for Wigan, Jones in goal. Derricka and Bennett are the fullbacks. Tilt and Watmow started. Watmow had to step out. Well, there's a giveaway. Here's Billy Sharp, edge of the box. Sharp into the box. Down he goes. Nothing given. Was Cousins. And then Cousins went through his man afterwards. I'll wait to see a replay. My first instinct, which isn't always right, was no penalty there. Looked like a racing incident to me, but I'll reserve judgment as ever till the replay and always acknowledge the referee doesn't have that luxury, although he is way closer than me. Right, I was doing teams, wasn't I? Kind of penalty shout there. So yeah, Edmonds Green replaced Watmow in the first half. Power, Naylor at the double pivot. Let me just pause again. As Power swings across and looking for Will Keane at the back post. McLean keeps it alive, boots it up into the air towards the penalty spot, headed away, and Iliman Ndiaye picks it up. Really open start to the second half. Can't even read the teams out. And Ndiaye pokes forward. Lang has got it for Wigan. Shrugs Ndiaye off easily. Lang comes central. Lang, little feed. Oh, overcooked that, didn't he? Keane keeps things going. Now, it goes to Power. Power to Lang. Can they get a cross in? Blades defending well, and Lang runs that out of play. Right, for God's sake, let me try and read these teams out. Right, Jones in goal. Derek Rowe and Bennett are the fullbacks for Wigan. Till Watmow has been replaced at centre-back by Edmonds Green. In central midfield, Naylor has stepped out. Cousins has come in. I'm going to have a look at this penalty incident now, aren't I? No, it doesn't look like a pen to me. Not the greatest day. Here's a much better one. So Sharp going into the box. Nah, I don't think that's a penalty. That's just legs touching the box. Not all contact is a foul. So Cousins in for Naylor. He's partnered with Power. The front four is still the same. Lang, Keane, McLean and Broadhead. No changes for the Blades. Following him, Ahmedhodzic, Egan Clark, Stevens and Baldock are wide. Norwood, Berger, central. McAtee 10. Ndiaye and Sharp up top. Hooked away by Will Keane. And Ndiaye from Sheffield United might be one to keep an eye on. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Can we bring back Mount Rushmore? Yeah, we'll see. Lots of ideas for the channel. We're kind of rejigging. As I said, went a little bit stale. I think I made it a bit too similar, trying to do all the prediction shows for every week and all the reviews. So open to new ideas. Even though he's not firing now, happy Joel Piro's form will keep him here in January. There we go. Although the way scouting's done now, Liam, they'll still, if they meet the profile, if it's the right player, they won't worry about his form, will they? And still go in for him, which could be even worse. Puts the price down a little bit, doesn't it? If someone puts in a good offer for Ndiaye, do you see him leaving? Yeah, of course. Yeah. The offer have to be good for Ndiaye, though. Be worth a lot of money at his young age. How old is Ndiaye? Let me just double check real quick. Only 22, full Senegalese international, played at the World Cup. How much would you say for Ndiaye? It's so difficult, isn't it? Because with players like Ndiaye, it's just complete potential. There's no evidence he'll do it at the top level, even though if you watched him play, you'd think he would. And he's only done, sort of season and a half at championship level. But I don't know how long there is on the contract. If he's got more than 2 years on the contract, it would be a fair amount of money. We're not in the, sort of someone like Adam Armstrong, who'd consistently scored at championship level, went for a big fee, didn't he? Wouldn't have thought it would be up around that amount, but you never know. Right, Fotheringham has got it, and he boots it down the ground, flicked on by Sharp, and Jay chases. Derek was going to get there first, knocks it home to Jones, who plays it into the substitute Cousins in central midfield. 1 year and a bit on contract, Steve. They want to get that one signed up then, don't they? Down the wing goes Lang. Lang's, well, you tell me what you think in the chat. I think Lang's been Wigan's best player, or not necessarily best player, biggest threat down that right-hand side, hasn't he? Who's looked the better team in this second half? Not much in it, to be honest. Only 6 minutes in. Here is Power. Man over on the wing there. Forward from left back. This is Joe Bennett. cleared away. Blaze have been poor tonight. I wouldn't say they've been poor. If they'd taken one of their other chances, you'd be saying, big, comfortable away performance, take the 3 points, move on, get promoted, etc. But yeah, just haven't taken the chances, have they? It's only just that last 10 minutes of the first half. Of course, though, I agree. They could have really put Wigan to bed in the first half, couldn't they? They just got themselves 2-0 up. I think the game really changes big style, doesn't it? Just seeing that clip of Callum Lang, didn't quite keep the ball in. Trying to cross that back. God, what was the game in the World Cup where we had did it cross the line or not for the cross? Was it Japan or was it South Korea? I can't remember. One of the Asian teams, wasn't it? Beating one of the good European teams. Derikwa knocks that inside. Edmonds Green clears it. Keep that chat flowing, guys. Japan v Spain. Poor is in Sheffield United stand. There you go. Stevens all the way to the byline. Stevens floats across, an easy catch for Jones. Not a good cross that by Stevens, just a floaty one right into the keeper's arms. Good throw by Jones, that. Power driving forward. Power, oof, interesting there. He tried to cross it all the way over. John Egan got a little flick on it, which might have taken it into Will Keane's path then. Here's Cousins, former Stoke player. Correct me if I'm right. It's cut out by Norwood. Knocked inside to Egan, who bowls up the pitch. Thinks he's Rio bloody Ferdinand. Team of the tournament. I think I might have missed the boat on that, Liam. Everyone was doing them yesterday, weren't they? Never mind. Tilt in the kind of left back position covering there. Just sticks that one in the stand. 54-15 on the clock. Wigan 0, Sheffield United 1. As things stand, Sheffield United will be going 5 points clear in second place over Blackburn, who are in third. Blackburn did get a win, didn't they, at Norwich earlier in the round. Bulldog with the throw to Berger. Back to Bulldog. Tries to beat McLean. Just levers him off the ball. Good battle, that. Bulldog back to Berger. And back to Bulldog. McLean, in the end, wins out. And sticks it in to touch. Japan. Yes, it was indeed, wasn't it? Morocco, team of the tournament. They were great, weren't they? In comes the cross, cleared away by Edmonds Green. What do I think of Derikwa in general? I always remember Derikwa, okay, playing against a terrible Ipswich team. And it's one of those games where I was sat along the touchline in the Forest stand, actually, and he played really well in that game. I think he had a bad injury, didn't he, Derikwa, for Forest, possibly. Anyway, they got Matty Cash at right back in the end, so they were all right, weren't they? Oh, horrible giveaway there by Derikwa. Here's Njai in the 10. Sharp in the box. Sharp! And he drills it low into the corner. It's a Billy Sharp classic. It's from a Derikwa giveaway. They huffed and puffed in the first half, Sheffield United, and didn't get 2-0 up. But the old master there, Billy Sharp, the all-time championship top scorer, punishes the error by Derikwa with a lovely, low, early finish into the corner. And Sheffield United have nice breathing space now. And it is the old master, Billy Sharp. Disappointed from Edmonds Green, who lets him get the shot off. He's too worried about getting skinned. He stands off. And how many goals do you reckon Billy Sharp has scored like that, where it's through the legs of the defender? It's a good finish, though, right into the corner. He's still got it, hasn't he? Age 36. Scores in successive appearances. Sky tells me it's Wigan 0, Sheffield United 2. Billy Sharp, excellent finish. He puts his side 2-0 up. And that should be that, really, shouldn't it? If Sheffield United aren't winning this game, then there's some questions to be answered about a collapse there. As Sharp puts the Blades 2 goals up into a comfortable lead here. Poor old Derrickwa gave the ball away badly in the build-up to that goal. Getting played, Sharp 2-2. Game over, to borrow a phrase from Triple H, absolutely. Billy the Goat. I still have Kevin Phillips, but Billy Sharp's up there, obviously, as one of the greatest ever Championship strikers, isn't he? Top scorer. Let's get McBurney on now. I think that might wait a little while, wouldn't it? But I think we will see him. Legend, isn't he? Hey, we got Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp. Always got a mistake in him, Derrickwa. Yes, and he fell over that one, didn't he? Mums love hoovering. I hope we, Sheffield United, don't become a yo-yo. Sorry, you had me at mums love hoovering. Do they? We're going to see the goal now. It's bowled out to Derrickwa. He tries to play it into central midfield. Sharp, really good movement just to pull off the far side. It's not Edmonds Green's fault. Obviously, it's Derrickwa's fault they're in that position, but he could deal with that a bit better. He does neither nor. He's so worried about getting skinned at that point that he's just a little bit too far off him and lets him hit the shot in, doesn't he? Here they come again now, Sheffield United. Sharp down the right wing. Sharp puts the cross in, deflects into the arms of the keeper. Is there a more consistent goal scorer in the Championship than Billy Sharp? Alexander Mitrovic. But Sharp, for longevity, yeah, amazing. Here is a conga of Sheffield United fans dressed as Santa. Lovely. I do feel a bit for Toure. Wants to play football. Yeah. Difficult route out. Ryan Niambe is coming on now. That is brutal if he takes Derrickwa off. Unless he's going to go to some kind of wing-back system and tuck one of them in at centre-half. Looks like fellow Asgard is coming on as well. It's going to be a double sub by Kolo Toure. Interesting to see if he changes shape here. Easy one for him to do. He can just go 2 up front, can't he? Stick Will Keane up. Stick one of the right backs in as a third centre back and one as a wing back. Let's see what he's going to do. Looks like Bennett's coming out. I did not expect that. So Asgard comes in for Bennett. We'll keep our eyes on this. He's not going to play left back. Derrickwa has just been given the hook. I think James McLean will go and play left back, probably. Bit embarrassing that for Derrickwa. Mistake and then immediately hooked. So Niambe goes into right back. Yeah, so James McLean's going to go left back. Will they play Asgard at number 10? I suppose I'll take McLean's place at sort of front left. When am I next coming to the lane? I'll try and get down there. It's a bit tricky at the moment. Obviously, I'm working for ITV on Saturdays now, so they're out. Midweek is good. I just need to... I am in charge of childcare in the morning, so I just need to plan my weeks out very carefully. Gone are the days when you become a father that you can just, I fancy going to that game, and off you go. But there we go. The pros far outweigh the cons. Toure should pick himself, maybe. How old is he now? Great player, wasn't he? He'll win the league next season in League One. Well, that's easier said than done, isn't it? I can tell you all about how hard League One is. You've got to get up early and concentrate to win in League One, haven't you? Asgard. Lang. Edmonds Green knocks it straight into the front. Good hold by Broadhead, but Sheffield United are nice and narrow in that, with the sort of back three and the screening midfield in front. Knocked down the right wing. Here's Lang. Lang tries to go by Clark. He did get past him, but Clark throws his body in and knocks it out. I've just watched you singing Queen. Very impressive. Well, thank you. Why are you leaving the screen, though, Mum's Love Hoovering? The stream. That is, but yeah, appreciate it. Just wait until they become responsible teenagers. Is that ever going to happen? Double change now. Predicts Daddy. Yeah, you would think he'll follow suit fairly soon. Hecking bottom. You've got the 5 subs to play with. Decent bench, Sheffield United. I know their fans have been moaning about injuries a lot, but that bench does look strong now. Doesn't it? Going into the... Are we going into the Christmas period or are we in the Christmas period? The Christmas period really is that quick bang, bang, bang over Boxing Day and then the 28th, 29th, and then the early January game before the FA Cup week off. A week off from Championship, obviously. All the Championship teams will be in the hat. Here is Broadhead from Lang. Oh, Lang's right deep into the box. Lang drives it across Asgard, drills the shot. Does that hit an arm? Big appeal from the Wigan players. I'll reserve judgment. Referee Whitestone unmoved. Let's see a replay here.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, thanks. We haven't had one of those on the channel for a while, have we? Can't see from that angle whatsoever. We'll be able to see from this angle. Does it hit the arm like that? Can't tell. He keeps his left arm very close to his body. If the right arm is out, then you can start arguing unnatural position. To be honest, I don't want to sound like I'm sitting on the fence. None of the angles were particularly conclusive, and referee Whitestone would have been looking right at that one. Let's have a look. So his arm's there. So the question you've got to ask is his arm in an unnatural position? By the way, if it's handball, it's a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, so he would get red carded as well. Interesting. McLean sticks the cross in low, Spill, and Wigan do have one back. So if they did deserve to get a penalty, maybe some justice has been done there. Wes Fotheringham has not had a great game tonight. The cross comes in from the left. He spills it, and Nathan Broadhead is like, what's going on here? I'm 2 yards out from goal, and the ball is at my feet. Let's see the whole move play out here. Asgard, who's made a real difference, hasn't he, since he's come on? Oh, God, Broadhead's miles offside. Cracky. The goal stands. Wow. So the officials have not had a good couple of minutes there. Maybe they've missed the penalty, and then maybe, from what I could see, Broadhead looked well offside when that cross went in, didn't he? But there you go. Move on. They're doing their best. It's not going to do them any good for us to yell at them, is it? Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. Bonkers couple of minutes there. There's always an interesting conundrum. Would you rather have had the penalty opportunity and possibly a red card for Baldock for the handball denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity? Or would you rather have the goal, the guaranteed goal? Interesting. What do we got here? Clear penalty. Me too. Penalty there. Arm is out. Never a pen. No, there you go. He's got Brian Dean in his picture there. Doesn't matter now. There we go. So interesting one there. Is the arm in an unnatural position? Oh, Lang's in behind. That's going to be a definite yellow card for real cynical one. That one from Clark. That's one of those fouls where the chat always pipes up and says, we don't like those ones. He's in, he's beaten me. I'm just going to take him out or pull his shirt or whatever. Look at that. Whoops. Wipes him out. Probably didn't need to do that, actually. Ender Stevens was on the cover. Lang's played well, hasn't he? I would maintain he's been Wigan's best player. Obviously, Asgard might join him as a sub here. Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. How offside is he? Well, it's binary, so I'll just say offside. He looked offside, didn't he? Broadhead. I've only seen one replay, I'm sure. Sky will give us about 20 there. Only we had a way of checking goals by video. Free kick to Wigan. McLean's going to swing this under the bar, isn't he? Fotheringham has been a bit flappy in this game. In goes the free kick. Who's that on the near post? Norwood heads it up in the air. Lang making the backline panic. He looks good, doesn't he? Lang on the right wing. He's played well. McLean with another corner. Knocks that one short. Although referee Whitestone has got something to say. Lang and Baldock are just being spoken to. Egan and Keane all in front of Wes Fotheringham in the 6-yard box. Nobody who's a blade will say we cruise for anything, ever. No. Welcome back to a non-VAR world. Yeah, that goal looked like it would have been scrubbed, but maybe they'd have got a penalty just before it. So swings and all roundabouts. In comes the corner. Half cleared. I was going to say Derrickwa then. He's been subbed off. It was Nyambe. McLean. Nyambe is onside, crossing position. Nyambe gets closed down. Oh, Fotheringham's caught in no man's land again. And I think that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah. Everybody appealed. But we know football players appeal when they know full well it's not their ball. Camera's on Nathan Broadhead, so I assume we're going to see the offside call here. Yeah, he's well offside, isn't he? I mean, Fotheringham does kind of palm it straight into his path. Paul Heckingbottom holds his arms out. Presumably, he's got an iPad right in front of him and knows that that's offside as well, as they all have. But, again, probably not a helpful conversation. Just before that, did George Baldock, A, handball it, arm in unnatural position, and B, deny an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So very much swings and roundabouts. Shocking decision by the linesman. Not a good one. I don't like to criticise officials, but let's just say he got that one wrong. And I think that's an objective fact, isn't it? Can't the ref just check the staff's iPad? Imagine the conspiracy theories on that. As I say, if only we had a video referral system, maybe they could just check goals. Nothing else, just goals. Nyambe tries to turn Berger. Berger hoiks it up in the air. That's livened things up, that controversial minute or three. Here's Edmonds Green. Ooh, given away there. He's fouled Sharp, hasn't he? Clever from Sharp. Two big calls. Yeah, I know. The difficulty is that a Premier League referee would have got the help of VAR with both of them. Well, and we know the second one doesn't happen if they'd had VAR for the first one as well, don't they? So they're doing their best. They got it wrong, I think. Definitely got it wrong on the second one, didn't they? That's the linesman, though, not the referee, is it? Right, free kick to Sheffield United, which Norwood is going to take from the left-hand side. Going to bend this one in with his right foot. Here he comes, Norwood. Hits the wall, actually. His Broadhead got a Broadhead on that. Sorry, I won't do that again. Wes will hopefully get out of the base. He's not played that well today, has he? Just a little bit soft with his hands a few times, in fact. Outside of the foot to Ndiaye. Lovely back heel. Into the box comes McAtee, but the whistle has gone for an offside. 71 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. We thought Sheffield United were home and host when Billy Sharp got that second goal. Very interesting couple of minutes with Wigan maybe denied a penalty. Maybe George Baldock would have got sent off. And then they equalised with a goal that looked very, very offside, didn't it? What are you going to do? There's Roberto Martinez in the stands. Former Wigan boss. Chest off by Sharp, looking for Njai. Suspect we might see McBurney soon. Njai, oh, brilliant. Great dribble by, and he's fouled by McLean. Njai is such a brilliant dribbler, isn't he? Very, very difficult player to mark. The unemployed Roberto Martinez wants a job in the Premier League. He most definitely would like a job in the Premier League. I wouldn't have thought he'd want to step down to the Championship after being an international boss, but we shall see. What was his last club job? Was it Everton? Big job that, isn't it? Right, free kick then, won by Iliman Njai. You've got Berger, Norwood, and McAtee. Norwood is a bit of a whiz with the right foot. "25 yards out. Berger's walking away. He's walking back. Oh, shut up. Referee Whitestone. He's just having a word because Sheffield United have put a wall in front of the Wigan wall. Norwood hits the free kick just over the bar. Nice line on it. Just doesn't quite get the height sorted. Doyle and McBurney on. That sounds fairly likely, actually, Scott, doesn't it? Suspect we'll see both of those players at some point. Just roof for the net, that one there from Ollie Norwood. 74-20 on the clock. Billy Sharp tries to flick that into Njai. Jones nicely off his line. Big boot clear. Will Keane headed down. Decent one, that. Here's Power. Power to Nyambe. Nyambe to Keane. Power swings in the cross first time. Badly defended by Sheffield United, that. Clark kind of jumped for it. Went for the header. Didn't get it. And then Egan's like, oh, here comes the ball. And it bounces off for a corner. Evans, Green and Tilt are up. Ahmedodzic and Clark are going to be marking those two. Referee Whitestone is having another chat with Kieran Clark and Curtis Tilt. Again, remember back to the first half, we could have seen a second yellow for Curtis Tilt, couldn't we? He could have been red carded before half time. All holding on to each other here. In comes the corner. Easy one to head away. I think it was Sharp who headed it away, wasn't it? Here's Asgard, who's played well since he came on as a sub. Asgard tries to feed that one in for Power. Overcooks it, doesn't he? Power wins a throw-in down the right-hand side. Rovers till I die. Well, there you go, Craig. Wigan's rivals. He was a Blackburn fan. He'll hope Wigan probably equalise, though, as they're chasing Sheffield United. Jones has had a decent game for Wigan. Couldn't do much about the goals. I remember seeing Ollie Norwood on loan at Cov. He had that run, didn't he, where he was at Brighton, didn't play that many games, and they went up. Then the next season he was at Fulham, didn't play that many games, and they went up, or didn't start that many games, rather. But then when he went to Sheffield United, he was absolutely brilliant. And 3 seasons in a row, he was promoted. So if the Blades do go up this season, Ollie Norwood will have a 4th Championship promotion on his CV. How about that? Ian, welcome, sir. A bit late to the party. Looking for 3 second-tier sides worse than us, that being Rotherham. Reckon Wigan could be a candidate. Yep. I'd be looking at them too if I were you, Ian. Asgard's been excellent, hasn't he? The young number 30 since he's come on. I know the Wigan fans rate him. I think I rate him too after this sub cameo. 20-year-old Norwegian. One of the Blades players is down, actually with cramp. McAtee. He's hopped back up now, the Man City loanee. What's my opinion on Connor Roberts' red card? I feel a bit sorry for the ref because it did look like he handballed it, didn't he? But he clearly didn't. So it should be rescinded. Unfortunately, it didn't affect the game. Again, if only we had a video referral system that could check decisions like that, but I'll rest my case. Free kick then to Wigan. In it comes, looking for Asgard on the near post. Decent clearance there. McLean. Looking for Nyambe. Ooh, heavy touch or bad touch by Nyambe. And all the pressure that Wigan had on is released. Ollie McBurney. And I think someone called this exact sub about 5 minutes ago. McBurney and Doyle are going to come on, aren't they? Another loanee, Tommy Doyle. They're both from Man City, Doyle and McAtee. So I assume Billy Sharp will go out and McBurney will come in and McAtee will go out. And Doyle will go in. One Man City loanee for another. Nice work if you can get it. Yesterday's World Cup final as well. We all loved the games. Tremendous, wasn't it? Absolutely tremendous. You're going to Norway, Annie? That sounds good. We can blame Danny if it goes wrong now. Is he the one that called the sub? There you go. Right. Throw in down the left-hand side. That's a good shout. Give me a roll call. In 5 seconds, tell me, just write the name of the team you support in the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Let me know who you support. I'll start. My name's Ben, and I'm an Ipswich fan. Let's get that roll call going. So McBurney and Doyle in. Another free kick to Wigan. Just write the name of your team in there. Free kick taken short. Power's gone down the right-hand side. Over, it's the crosser. Everyone went into the centre of the goal there and he hit it to the back stick. Home it goes. Blades, Blades. Mill. Blades, Blades. Baggies, Blades. QPR. There you go. Still find an Ipswich fan there. Blades, Blades. Millers. But keep an eye on MK Dons. Actually, I was keeping an eye on MK Dons. I literally drove past the stadium on the way to a garden centre. Very close to the stadium there. There we go. Plenty of Blades in the chat. I suppose that's on brand, being as we're doing one of their games. Keane. Edmonds Green. Power tries to play it up the line. Is there going to be another big chance for either side in this game? We're going to got nothing to lose. Oh, it's knocked over the top. It was Doyle chasing in behind. I thought the offside flag was going to go up there. Ends up going over the bar. Let's have a look. We didn't get a freeze from Sky there. Close. It's either a very well-timed run or he was just offside. Pass. Blades, Norwich, Blades, Fulham. Nice. In comes a corner for Sheffield United. Norwood clips it behind everybody to Stevens. Dreadful corner. Baldock tries to hook it back out to Norwood. Doyle picks it up. Norwood, they've still got possession here. Ahmedodzic. A nice little feint by Ahmedodzic, who carries on into the box. Norwood, heavy touch there. They've still got possession. They've worked this really well, actually. And Norwood tries to put it into Clark on the back post. Looked like Clark fouled Nyambe. To be honest. Oh, nice ball into the channel for Lang, who's gone down. Did Ender Stevens touch him? What's referee Whitestone given there? I see no reason why Lang would go down. I couldn't tell on the replay, to be honest. Is there a coming together of legs there? Referee said no. On comes Ashley Fletcher. You can still find him. He's come on for Broadhead. Remember Ashley Fletcher going to Middlesbrough for 7 million quid? Remember when they signed Fletcher and Assombalonga? God. They wasted some money, didn't they, the Borough? 84 on the clock. Presumably. Last throw of the dice from Kolo Toure. Bringing in Fletcher. Here's Nyambe. Tries to go on the outside of Stevens. Just didn't have the pace to get round him. Stevens, poor clearance though. Give and go. Oh, crossed in low. Oh, goodness me. There's a hell of a tackle in there. With Fletcher on the near post. Ahmedodzic. That's a goal-saving tackle. Wow. Really good play there. But do you know what? He's completely on the wrong side of him as well. He just uses his physicality, Ahmedodzic, to get across there. He had no right to win that ball. Fletcher looked favourite. And Wigan nearly made that big chance there, didn't they? It seems to be our model, wasting loads. Well, they've been much better recently, haven't they? Still haven't recovered from that spend. No, I know exactly what you mean, David. In these parachute payment days, one bad transfer window of spend and you're struggling. It's a great bit defending that by Ahmedodzic. Ender's days are numbered. Interesting. Hey, maybe that people were asking what a sort of a position. Well, I suppose they've got Max Lowe, haven't they? But I don't know how favoured he is. Oh, here comes Njai into the box. Big clearance. And all the way home it goes. We're hanging in on here. Jesus. That's the way when it's only a 1-goal lead, isn't it? Here's a Berger. Berger down the line to Ender Stevens. 86-10 on the clock. The state of play in the live league table is as follows. Sheffield United, Reda Kadra is going to come on. Sheffield United are going on to 44 points and therefore 5 ahead of Blackburn. Wigan will be staying in the bottom 3. Even if they equalised, they'd still be in the bottom 3. They would have needed a win today to get out. Out comes Iliman and Jai. Reda Kadra's going to come on. And Jai always looks dangerous, doesn't he? And he has done again today. Ahmed Odzic, best of the players this season. Yeah, he'll be their player of the year, surely, won't he? Unless Jai scores 20 goals and gets 15 assists or something. How much extra time do I think there will be? Well, 6 minutes in the first half, so I'll go for 6 again. Headed back by Ahmed Odzic. McBurney's doing kick-ups in the penalty box. He'll always find a way to get in the thick of it. McBurney. I don't know if I should read that out. That's an unfortunate typo, that, isn't it, Tosspot? Dear oh me. The tone has been lowered. 88 gone, Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. Wigan looking for an equaliser, Sheffield United looking for a 3-pointer. It will send them 5 clear of Blackburn in second place going into Christmas. Let me just round up these substitutes. So we've had Asgard, Nyambe, Cousins and Edmonds Green in for Wigan for Darikwa, Watmow, Bennett and Naylor. We just got the third sub for Sheffield United. It's not coming up on my screen yet. So McBurney, Doyle and Kadra have come in for Sharp, McAtee and Dye. So basically just changed the front 3, haven't they? Tosspot, come on. It's a bad start, isn't it, when you call Tosspot? Wow. Berger. Giveaway by Berger. Tired looking past that. Cousins. He's less tired because he's only played 45 minutes. McLean. Down the line to Asgard, who they really want to get on the ball. He's been good since he came on. Ahmed Odzic just gets a foot in. As we go into the last minute of the 90, stoppage time is looming. In the words of Sir Alex Ferguson, there'll be a chance. There's always a chance. Cousins. Nice ball, that. Keane. Drops into sort of number 8 position there, Will Keane. Here's Lang. Nyambe. Nyambe, floaty cross is really bad, isn't it? They struggled at right back today, haven't they, Wigan? Here comes Kadra. Look at the speed of the guy. Kadra driving past Edmonds Green. Kadra, oh dear. Edmonds Green was not winning that foot race either. Kadra took it all the way to the line and just ran it out of play, basically. If we concede this lead, I'll donate a £5. You can, of course, contribute via Super Chat, whether anyone concedes a lead or not. We've got 5 minutes minimum stoppage time. We are 15 seconds into that. Wigan are in Hail Mary territory now, aren't they? Now you've got to throw everyone forward. Try and take this from a defeat to a draw. Sheffield United have won 5 out of 6. If they win this, obviously 6 wins out of 7. A superb run that. 18 points in 7 games. You'll take that. McLean coming in off the left. Keane. Nyambe. Nice turn by Lang. Might be a goal kick that, actually. Yeah, I thought that came off Lang last. I think they've got that one right. Merry Christmas to you too, Ian. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Going down to the in-laws caravan. Does that come? Yeah, good decision there by give the officials some praise after that ropey minute they had around Wigan equalising. Wigan will stay up, in my opinion. 91:42 on the clock. So we've got just over 3 minutes of minimum stoppage time remaining. Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. Poor goal kicked by Fotheringham. I thought it went out. Beg his pardon, it didn't. Cousins closed down by Doyle and McBurney. Here's Kadra. Kadra goes to ground. He's penalised, I think, for obstruction there. Cousins takes a free kick nice and quickly. Power, 92:17 on the clock. Keane. Nyambe. Can they make one big chance? They've been fairly patient. Blades with all 11 behind the ball. Tilt. Asgard. Asgard's in a 1v1 with Doyle there. Ends up having to pass it back into the centre halves. Defending this fairly well, Sheffield United. But they've played through the lines now. And here's Cousins up to the edge of the box. Can he put a decent cross in? Yes. Headed away by Ahmedodzic again. Norwood looked like he had a chance to clear that. Got away with that. And again, Nyambe with no kind of a touch there to control it. Well, they're very much sticking to their principles here, I think. Wigan, they're not booting it into the front. They may as well. It's worked this time. There you go. Edge of the box shot driven in. Rush of blood to the head there by Max Power, who smashes that one wide. And Sheffield United really should be able to see this out now from this position. They've got the goal kick. There's a minute and 20 minimum stoppage time left. Should be able to kill 30 seconds from the goal kick and get the ball down the ground. Merry Christmas, watching from New Zealand. Hello down in New Zealand. He powers that wide. It was a dreadful shot, wasn't it? Fotheringham clears his lines. 1 minute of minimum stoppage time to go. Just got to get this forward now and try and get the Blades defenders on the turn. Oh, Fotheringham out off his line. He's not looked convincing today, Fotheringham. I know he's had some great games for Blades this season. This hasn't been one of them. We're going to get a long throw from Max Power. May as well get the centre halves up for this. 30 seconds minimum stoppage time to go. Yeah, tilts up. Edmonds Green is up. Probably don't even have time to counter-attack. Power hurls it in. Flicked on by Till. Asgard heads it on. Ahmedodzic heads it up in the air. Ooh, cleared away by Sander Berger. Thank you, Key, a.k.a. Bag. A £1.79 super chat. Very, very kind. I would drink to you, sir. But I've drunk all my miniature can of lemonade. The 5 minute stoppage time is done and they've given the ball away. So this is going to be all she wrote. And Sheffield United get the kind of win that you need to just get done and sorted and over the line if you're going to get promoted. They were pretty dominant in the first half. Sheffield United could have been 2-3 up. They're only 1 up, and then they got themselves 2 up. Billy Sharp adding to John Egan's first half set play goal. Bit of a mad sort of 5 minutes then. Wigan brought Asgard on, who made a difference. There's a big handball shout, which would have probably seen George Bulldog get red carded and Wigan get themselves a penalty. That got not given. Whatever you think of that, that's a subjective call. What is probably not a subjective call, that looks fairly objective fact, is that the goal was offside, wasn't it? That Wigan did score. But hey, maybe swings and roundabouts with the other one. Ian, £5 in the super chat. Thank you, sir. Very, very kind indeed. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Ian and Key, a.k.a. Bag, for the super chat. And it went 2-1. And Wigan pushed and huffed and puffed, but Sheffield United, a good side defensively, aren't they? I mean, a good side, period. And they went on and got themselves the win, which does put them 5 points clear of Blackburn going in to Christmas. That's not going to change, even though we do have West Brom and Wigan playing. Not Wigan, West Brom and Coventry playing. Let's have a look at the numbers. Look at that, 65-35 to Wigan in terms of the possession. 1 point, look at the XG and the shot count, 1.04 a piece, 10 total shots a piece as well. Obviously, game state isn't factored into those stats. And look, it's muscle memory, isn't it? You just got to keep winning. Just win, keep things moving, especially when you've had a run of 5 wins in 6 like Sheffield United have, and they've now turned that into 6 wins in 7. So impressive stuff. Let's have a look at the table. I know we had a couple of looks, and it's fairly easy to follow. We don't have 20 games all going on at once, but there you will see the 5 points gap between Sheffield United and Blackburn. Their Blades holding that second place spot. Wigan down at the bottom. Kolo Toure 1 point from his first 2 games. Still in 23rd. But, look how tight it is there. If anyone has a good run between Wigan, Blackpool, Hull, Cardiff, Rotherham, Bristol City, they'll go up a few places. If anyone has a bad run, they'll go down a few places. You know the deal in the Championship. Guys, thank you ever so much for joining me. Let's do the last few comments here. Actually, let's read that one. Sheffield United's last 2 games just grinded them out. We have them on Boxing Day. Will be interesting. Yeah, that's the deal sometimes. You get to a point where it is muscle memory and you're not going to play well or win 3-0 and nail everything every week. But as Red Rose Blade says, job done, 3 points is 3 points. I totally agree with that. What have we got here? We've grinded out results, but have been dominating games. Yeah, that will catch up in the end. But look, it's a 46-game league. And if you do that often enough and, get enough of those wins on the trot, there is no coming back for the challengers, is there? Slobby from a Blades point of view, nothing to shout about. Got to play better, we get punished. But yeah, maybe that's true. Have a good Christmas. Yeah, thank you. Billy Sharp. That's all he says. There you go. Coventry game might be a cracker. Hope so. Not playing well and still gaining wins is the mark of a good team. Yep. Yeah, you can't play well every week, can you? Stay safe and have a safe Christmas. We can see loads of things against us. We handle it. Just, yeah. Blade's not quite convincing for automatics. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not seeing who's more convincing than them. We will see. Am I doing Coventry v West Brom? Callum, is it? I don't think it's on TV, is it? So possibly not. Absolute agony. Oh, well, I hope you're okay, Michael. Matty, have a good Christmas. Thank you, everybody. I think we are going to do the Liverpool-Man City Carabao Cup game. If Coventry West... No, I can't do Wednesday, actually. No, I'm working. So, yeah, we'll try and do one of those Carabao games. So you might see me before Christmas anyway. But appreciate it, everyone. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Wigan 1, Sheffield United 2. Sheffield United stay in the top 2. Wigan stay in the bottom 3. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to watch the match with you. And it's lovely over and out from me. Thanks for watching.